Hello everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming to live stream number 8. This is the feedback stream and we are going to get down. I'm glad you guys can join. Today's going to be a nice special day and I want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone who submitted. Looks like we have a lot of submissions here, almost 20, which is great. And we're going to basically show how wide they are, how loud they are, and give feedback on how spicy they are. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have some fun today. If you guys want to continue to submit during the stream, you can do so. The link is in the description to join the Discord, join the community, meet the friends, get some help, and post your track in the hashtag live WIP feedback. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go ahead and get started. The first submission is actually from the Mosh Queen called Chug. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. Hi to everyone in the chat. Oh gosh, I'm sorry guys, the stream deck just went cadoodles on me. Stream deck restarting. Alright, this should work. Awesome. Bruh, Stream Deck is giving me the hassle lately. I'm over it. We in here with the Mosh Queen. Chug. Let's get it rolling. Nice. Let's go. Don't forget to submit your tracks in the description in the Discord. You can still submit. Hashtag live WIP feedback in the Discord. Nice. I'll get your track. Yes. Whoa. Nice. Then close. Beautiful. That was dope. Good job, Mosh Queen. That's what I like to hear. I've been giving her lessons and she's improving so much. It's absolutely insane. First off, the loudness was like -3 lufs at its peak, which is amazing. Very loud. It's very wide. If you guys can see, we had a lot of mono information and everything was wide as well, which is exactly what we're looking for. Also, the flow of the drop is good, especially in the first drop. You're going about 32 bars and it sounds like you keep switching up. You're using good call and response. It's impressive. The only thing that needs to be done in the drop is probably add more beef to your sub. The sub kind of sounds a little too low. It doesn't sound super distorted. It doesn't really sound like there's a lot of beef in the mid-range, which is good. It's clean, but we still want to add a little bit more beef. You could distort the sub a little bit, or you could just add a separate bass that's really covering that range as well. Also, in this drop, we're using the same bass over and over again. In one of these sections after the first phrase, you can actually add like a sustain and add new basses to start switching it up. And that would be, perfect. It would really make this track go to the next level. In this section, also, it doesn't really sound like there's a lot of sub. And because of that, we lose energy and intensity, which needs to be fixed. Right there. So yeah, easy fixes, honestly really good. I'm really happy to hear that you're doing well and making good semantic intros and making dope drops. So keep on doing it. Of course, let me know if you need any more help, but good job. That's what I like to hear. Awesome. Next. Who we got next? Let's check it out. I believe it is, yep, Scarpy. ID3, WIP, V4, now with intro elements and sussy. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's get it. Hey. Oh. Okay, that's what we're rolling with today with the Scarpy. Nice. Good job. So, there's a couple things you want to go over. First, the good. The drop. Very nice. So what I like to see, some nice different style tear out. Kind of slower rhythm, slower feel, but still heavy. I could imagine it in a club and I think people would go hard. Really the only feedback I have during the drop is like the background sounds. Like the atmosphere and the screechy sounds in the background are kind of too loud, almost louder than the main bass lead, which is the guns. So I would kind of mix that differently and have the star of the show really be the machine guns. And really the main feedback I have here is the intro. You know, this is EDM, dance music. So we want to make sure that we're dancing, you know, in the intro. And all of this really is not like something that you would dance to. Even this build up is just very slow, no energy. You definitely need to fix all that. I would just rewrite the intro, add a lot of energy, get fast arps going, just use fast rhythms, fast drums to match this. You don't want to bang your head in halftime. You want to do full time at the full 140 or 150, whatever you're writing in, or 130 or 120. But yeah, do that. It'll help a lot. But overall, good. The drop was good. You didn't disappoint. Awesome. Next, we have Mipsy. This is test 12. Oh, nice. Let's go with the Mipsy test 12.
When you said, I'd rather rule in hell than serve a sex. You made a deal.
I smell your fear.
I'd rather rule in hell than serve a sex.
Cool.
It's time to collect on that soul.
Whoa. Oh, let's see. What you doing?
Time to collect on that soul.
Yeah.
Life so deep, this it don't teach. Heart got everyone Eve, reality caught up with me. Yeah, I fell off, it was like I was driving on E.
Bitch, what the?
Like I was driving on E. Summer 20s, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me. Slave to the scene, how did it get so peak? How did it get so peak? 20 cities on peak. Let my life just be. Yeah, nigga need to breathe. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the end. Never
Dude.
for the ends. Me and that kid,
What the
we
fuck?
don't need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends.
Okay, dude.
There is nowhere to run. There's nowhere to go. It's time to collect on that soul.
Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the boy that I'm in. Never
Bitch.
gonna block with the young events. Skin kept close to be plotting on them with a kiss on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap, all
Hold
ready
up.
to go and jump in.
Damn.
What you got mad, then he then
Hold
crack
up.
that. In and out of dolo with a
Shit.
new match. To the boy got on him and he
Wow.
crashed that. So they came back, man, I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. To the game on the head is so mad at. I'm like,
Mipsy. I like this. I like all that. Good job. That was the best thing that I've heard you ever make, honestly. And I think test 12 has proven that this is ready for release. Good energy in the build-up. Nice cinematic, dark vocals, very creative. This is art, you know? Good energy in the build-up. The drop is so cool. It's like old school dubstep, and then it gets like kind of tear out, and then dude, the vocals are like mixed very well and are timed perfect and add so much energy and flow and gangster lean. And I love it. I don't really have any like bad feedback. I don't even know how loud this was. I wasn't even paying attention. All right, so that main bass is mono, so just parallel process it, make sure it's mono and stereo. It's -8, so just add some compression to the groups, make it like -5 at least. Make sure it's clean. It will distort as soon as you make it loud, so if that happens, just turn down your sub, and then you'll be good to go, bro. Good job. That's what I like to hear. Up next, we have the burrito tune. I don't know who this is from, but we shall see right now. It is from Hyper Invasion. Burrito tune. Let's get this shit. Run it.
Brendan?
Yeah. I'll get 2 of the just standard like just normal burritos, do you know what I mean? Like just I don't have the menu in front of me, sorry.
No, that's okay.
So yeah, just
we just have the classic chicken burrito, pork, vegetarian, fish or chili beef.
can you put it in like a little container or something, or is that something that you can't do?
Yeah, we can put a little container.
Awesome. How big's the container? Like how many meals are we talking here?
Hey.
Not too sure. Just all in that. Large chicken fries.
Well, can I get like 3 of the blue cheese ones? Come on, this is the fucking Coca-Cola! It's a Coca-Cola! Chips! Give me chips!
And chips.
Large! Like large serving chips! Fuck!
I'm so sorry we don't have Coca-Cola.
God, Jesus. Okay. You just scream at the end? Oh, wow. Okay. But in all seriousness, that was, you know what? Fairly decent, I should say. But I got to give you props because the energy in the beginning, the energy in the drop, the song arrangement, it's all good. It's just really mixed down problems that we have here and a pretty big problem with the sub. You know, it doesn't really feel like there is any sub. You know, there obviously is a sub that you added there. It's probably like too high of an octave, or you might have like EQ'd the lows out of it or something, but we can't feel the sub, right? The sub is what we feel, not just hear. So you want to make sure that you're using like headphones. You can't just use your MacBook speakers or shitty headphones. Got to make sure you can hear and feel the sub so that you're mixing properly. Also, this song's very loud. It's like -3 LUFS. But when the drop comes, you want to turn it down because it's like ear piercing. There's way too much highs. Very huge buildup in the 1000 hertz frequency range, and it hurts. So you have to fix that, or else we can't really, play this song. So fix the mix down. Make the sub louder. Make the highs lower in volume. Make sure you clean up the mud in the 100 to 300 range. Clean up the ear piercing levels in the 1000 to 2000 range. And just get that done. Otherwise, you got a nice little tune going on here. Nice and creative, good energy. Just fix the mix down. If you need help with that, hit me up in the Discord. Hit up the people in the Discord. We shall help you. Next, we got Narshred. Nostromo. Or Nostromo. I don't know how to say it. Well, let's go. Let's run it.
Unauthorized biological forms. Extreme danger. Defense systems activated.
And we come to a close. Very nice. No shred. Nostromo. Killing it. Good job. That was very loud. That was negative 2.5 LUFS. Nice and spicy. The width was good. Now, the bass, the sub didn't seem too loud, but it was fine. I'm sure in the sub it sounds just fine. Flow's good. Towards the end of the drop, you started switching it up. You added, have nice energy, nice flow. Very good. This clap though is like super wide. It's almost like too wide. So I would just look into that. Make sure that it's not only wide. It has some mono, and maybe don't make it too wide. If you need to add width to the track, parallel process some basses, add some width. That can help. But wide claps are good. Just make sure they're not too wide. This is dope. Mixing sounds fine. Everything's good. At this point, any negative feedback would just be subjective. This is sounding good. Nice and loud. Good job. You are improving, which is nice to see. And I really just like the vibe of this at the intro. Good cinematic feel. What we got next? We got Jastro with the ID. Let's get it. Good.
I can fucking see.
Damn, Jastro. Oh, damn. Fire. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Second. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. The second drop was so much harder than the first drop. Honestly, I would just copy the second drop, make that the first drop, and then make the second drop even harder than the new first drop. And then you got the freaking masterpiece on your hands, but it won't be a masterpiece until you mix it louder. We're peaking at like negative 6.8 LUFS, which is loud, very loud, but not for tear out, not for this tear out, especially. I shouldn't have to turn up my audio interface all the way up to listen to this. So we got to make sure we're hitting like -4, -3 LUFS so that we can have the energy that's needed, and also so that it could be as loud as the other tear out songs when you're DJing them live. That's important. I love the song. No negative feedback on the actual song. Just mix it, use compressors, make sure that the sub has headroom when making things louder, and that's it. Good job, Jastro. Keep making bangers, keep submitting, and yeah, that sounded nice. Up next, we got Sabertooth. Willy nilly. Oh gosh, I know what this is. He did something cool, you know, and he sampled my voice. Enough with the chit chat. Let's get into all this. Let's listen. Sabertooth, willy nilly, work in progress. Run it. Change. Whoa.
You hear that sample though, you have to deliver. You know, you can't just throw in that sample willy-nilly and act like everything's going to be okay right after that sample ends, because you have to deliver. Hear that sample though, you have to deliver. You know, you can't just throw in that sample willy-nilly and act like everything's
Can't throw in that sample willy-nilly. Can't do it. Oh shit. Bro. Hold on.
You hear that sample though, you have to deliver. You know, you can't just throw in that sample willy-nilly and act like everything's going to be okay right after that sample ends, because you have to deliver.
Bro, come on, dude. You're getting freaking good at this tear out game. Congratulations, Sabertooth. You have made a banger. Willy nilly. And it's not just because my voice is in it. Even if you took my voice out of it, it'd sound dope. The drop is spectacular. The only feedback really I have to give is what's in the intro. The drop's loud enough. The flow's amazing. Energy's amazing. The drop in the middle is crazy. Honestly, it's really high energy festival music that needs to be played out. The intro, though, is just not like it, you know? The guitar is dope, but we need like a counter melody with the guitar. It's just playing the same. We need like some other pizzazz, right? And then you can also EQ out all the lows from your reverb. I think there's like muddy reverb on the vocals, so you can address that. And also, if you're going to be playing heavy guitar and we're bringing in drums, like on actual drums, you have a double bass pedal and it goes double fast. super fast. So I would start implementing those super fast rhythms with the double bass pedal and start putting them with the guitar during the intro to start matching the high energy of your drops. Because when most people listen to this, the guitar and the regular drums, it just doesn't match the drop and it just feels weird. But that's an easy fix. You got it. Keep running it. You're doing so good. Improvement is on point. Next, we got the triple collab. We got Sabretooth, Crouton, and Dizzy. They have been chilling, hanging out in the Discord, live streaming with each other. And they decided to collab. And they're probably just having fun, living their lives, eating chicken fillet. So let's go ahead and listen to what they have got for us.
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her.
What?
We don't know where she is.
He's gonna go.
Snatched her. We don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. We don't know where she is.
Sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
Hey, let's go. Now that was Sabretooth, Crouton, and Dizzy with the collab. Very nice. So, I gotta say, both drops were very heavy. Nice flow, very good energy. It was mixed pretty well. The claps were good. The basses were loud and clear. Sub felt nice. We're at negative 4 LUFS the whole time, which was good. It was nice and wide as well. No feedback really on the drop because it doesn't sound like there was too many random basses flying around. No issues there. The only problem I really see is like the energy in the buildup. The vocals are cool and stuff. The guitar's cool, but the energy is just halftime feel. Like I said, you want to make that double time feel during the intro and then have the listener decide if they want to bob their head full time or go halftime to chill. We can't force halftime, basically. So let them dance. But good. I like the use of vocals. Just make sure you add something else to higher up the energy in the beginning. This is actually really good. You guys should definitely keep working on music because the drops are nice. The build-ups also needs more energy. Just add more drums, risers. You can use the washouts too to add impact. Good job. That's what I like to see. Next, we got tripex. But real quick, I'm going to take a restroom break. I'll be right back and we'll get to rolling. I apologize for that intermission. We are back to scheduled programming. Let us continue. We have tripex with cacophony. I think that's how you say it. Let's run it. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yes, Ruby.
Kill a motherfucker, I'ma do it.
Whoa. That was sick. That was tripex. Cacophony. I think that's how you say it. Good job, man. That was sick. Very creative. Super dark at the beginning. And the way we transition from intro to build up is just, it's beautiful to hear, honestly. Let's hear it again.
Kill a motherfucker, I'ma do it.
Bro. Ooh. That flow is gangster. That's dark. That's evil. This is the shit that I aspire to be. Cool, dark, fat and fire. I don't even know how loud it is. We're at -7. I don't know. This is weird. It's like we're dancing in 75. This feels like a mid-tempo song, honestly. But I think it's like made in 150, but just like halftime. I don't know. Whatever's going on sounds sick. Very heavy. Not much feedback to give except finish the song. Maybe make it a little bit louder. I don't know if it's... Yeah, my interface is pretty much turned up all the way, so make it a little bit louder. Very clean, very unique. Tripex. Good job, man. Hit me up. Let me know your secrets. Next, we got Macro. We got Devious. We got 145 BPM in D minor, work in progress. Let's go ahead and look at the album art real quick with the Macro. Awesome. Shout out Macro, let's get it.
Turn this shit up.
Yes, sir. Macro with Devious. Very solid submission. By golly, that drop was clean. And when I say clean, I just mean mixed super clean. It was so loud. We're at -1, 4 LUFS. And I'm wanting to turn it up more, which is a very good sign. The bass, the sub is nice and full. I can feel it well. All the highs feel separated really well. Super clean. It's nice to hear. Honestly, the drop mixdown is so much cleaner than the intro. It sounds pretty crazy. The only really issue I have with this song is the build-up drums. It's like clap, like lower claps, and then, I don't know. I just feel like those drums should be a lot fatter and louder to match the energy of the drop. I don't know, with Tear Out lately, they've been using just straight up pan snares during the build-up. I don't know, maybe try that. Mess around with fatter build-up drums, because I think that's going to really take this track to the next level. Drop was really good, flow is really awesome, arrangement's perfect, timing's perfect. You're getting really good. I need to check out all your music on SoundCloud. Good job, Macro. That's what I'm talking about. Next, we have Mystify. Mystify by Exotic. Let's go. Cool. Ooh. Oh no. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Boom, boom. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, that was really good. I really loved it. Gosh, that is a song that I could listen to over and over again. And honestly, the only negative feedback I have is that the first drop, is too short. This is an easy 16 bars here. Now, I had someone in my comments like yesterday or today saying that all drops don't need to be 32 bars, blah, blah, blah. 16 bars is fine. And obviously, of course, 16 bars is fine because when you're DJing and you're playing 16 bars, you can just mix in the next song after 16 bars. And that's what we usually do. But when we're listening to the song and just chilling in our car or just chilling with the homies, we're not mixing and transitioning. So yeah, you can make this drop 32 bars and satisfy the listeners. Because I wanted to keep hearing this, but then we broke down, and that kind of made me sad. I was then relieved of my sadness with this second drop. Super future bassy, very good flow, good arrangement. The sub sounds so nice and clean and fat. It's mixed really well with the other sounds in the song. So I give you big props. We're at -4 LUFS with this. It's very clean, very loud. Release your music if you haven't. Hit me up because you're dope. Good job. That was Exotic. Mystify. Odd Cobra is going to go all the way at the bottom because he's in timeout. And then next, we are going with Spicy. Player 1. Let's get it.
Player 1 connected.
Sound of it, sing them. What you looking at? I'll put man in a
Hey. Sounding spicy. Hey. Where's the spice at? Here.
Player 1 connected.
Drop.
What you looking at?
Oh shit.
Man in a 4-year coma. Yeah, coma. Yeah, coma.
Holy shit, that was spicy. Good job, Spicy. Player 1, indeed, very fire. Wow. I'm impressed, honestly, because I don't usually like rhythm because I start hearing it, and usually with the rhythm, the flow stays the same for a while. But you did really well switching up the flow with the rhythm and mixing the rhythm basses very well. Nothing sounded too loud, nothing sounded too wide, nothing sounded too mono. It was mixed very cool, and I really like it. And the way you use the it's just
Yeah, coma.
this shit's just adds such nice energy. Good fills, good use of fills, and then the sustains are dope. The wobbly sustains are dope. I like this, man. It's hard to give you negative feedback on this because I'm impressed. I like it a lot. It was loud enough. Maybe it wasn't wide enough, but by golly, we got ourselves a banger. Good job, Spicy. Keep that spice up. Next, we have Mosh Pit VIP. Wait, VIP? How is it a VIP? This is supposed to be work in progress. So is this your VIP work in progress? And I hope so. Welcome. This is live stream number 8. Featuring the Mosh Pit VIP. All right, and that was Anubis DJ Mosh Pit VIP. Now, there are a couple of issues with this song, all right? First issue, we have two builds. We literally have two builds. This isn't a fake out build. This is literally just two builds. This is unacceptable. We got to delete. Just go ahead and do one of these, okay? Fix that ASAP. Also, one big problem. Too much mono in our basses. Too mono. We really want to widen these out, use some parallel processing, get that wide. The biggest issue, timing. The timing is all over the place in the intro and the build-up. Timing is really important because, once again, this is dance music. We're trying to dance. We're trying to stay dancing. And if the timing goes off, we literally stop dancing. So that's a huge issue. You need to throw in reference tracks from touring artists, replicate the way they time their drums, the way they time the vocal buildups, the way they time the buildups in general. Because that's the main issue that you have with these songs. The drop is fine, but I mean, it's hard to listen to the drop when the energy levels are just all over the place in the intro and build-up. It's really important that you fix those things. If you need help, go in the Discord. We have a community that can help you with these issues. Also, the timing in this vocal was messed up. You have to fix those things. You got to make sure those are right. The song is loud enough at like -4. Just make it wider. Fix the timing issues. Fix that double build. And you got yourself a pretty decent track. Then we can start working on things with the drop. The drop didn't sound too bad though. The drop was fine except for there's like a crazy click after every kick, which is weird. So just listen to your drums. Make sure there's no weird clicks after them and like weird spaces or silences, and just clean everything up as best as possible. Next, we have Basics Sonar Extinction. Work in progress. Laugh my ass off. Let's get it.
Prepare to die.
Interesting. Hey, Basic Sonar Extinction, work in progress, laughing my ass off, comes to a close. Now I should say, this is pretty decent. It feels kind of slow, though. Energy level's not that high. I don't know what speed this is.
Prepare to die.
It's just slow. Feels like not the speed it's supposed to be. I don't know. I would mess with different speeds. If you're at 140, try 145, 150, 155. Don't go past 155. But I like the idea that you have going on here. You have good guns. The wide layer of the gun sounds louder in volume. You could mix that better with an EQ because it's kind of messy the way it is right now. And then if you look at the loudness of this, if this is a loud tear out song, which is what it's going for, we should be at least like -4, -3 LUFS. So we're at -6.3, which is not loud enough. You need to get it louder. You need to make sure that you know how to get it louder, because when you start getting it louder, it starts distorting. You got to be able to fix those things. If you're at the point where you're making and sound designing things like this, you need your mix downs to definitely be there as well. get louder so that when you mix your songs next to other songs when DJing, your song doesn't sound low and low energy. So yeah, easy fixes. Otherwise, good job. Extinction. Next. Whoa. Next, we have a submission called Reptile. And then this is from Interface. Cool. Reptile. Let's get it. Hey! And that was Interface Reptile. Solid submission, I must say. Nice, cool, old school dubstep vibes. Very nice ravey vibes too. The snare though sounds so weak right here. In the drop, you use the same snare like full volume and it sounds nice and tight, which is fine. But in the intro, it's just very weak. I would fix that. In the drop. This is all nice, very nice right here at the beginning phrase. After the sustain and the beginning phrase ends, all that So this basically, it just sounds like you're just throwing random presets and playing just random sounds. It doesn't sound like they flow together, which is a big issue. The first phrase does, and that's nice, but we want to replicate that type of energy in the rest. At the end of the song, the end of the drop, we can even hear this even more, how it sounds like you're just randomly just looping things and throwing songs and not really putting any thought into the call and response. It's more like you're just playing basses one after another. So an experienced ear can hear these things really easily. And also when you're playing these older sounds and doing that, it kind of sounds like complextro, like how old Electro House used to be, where they just used to like throw in crazy sounds. And I don't know. I've heard a lot of that. It doesn't sound new to the ear, which could be an issue. I would just work on those things, try to add more energy. I like the idea though. I like the vibe. Cool old school vibes. It's dope. Next, we have another reptile. But this is Le Reptile. And his submission is Interface's Ascendance, but Le Reptile remix. Work in progress. It looks like the reptiles are collabing, and we are in for a treat. Let's get it. Motherfucker. Bum bum. Dum bum. Nice. That was Ascendance, Le Reptile remix, work in progress. Good job. Pretty good. The drop, much better than the intro. The only thing is that the drop is just full of sounds that sound old, like 2013 Skrillex, 2014 maybe. And it's not like it's bad, because someone who's never heard Skrillex or whatever, if they hear the song, it would sound new to them. But in the EDM community and the touring artists, we've all heard these sounds for almost a decade now. And you got to remember that Skrillex became Skrillex in 2013 because his sounds are so brand new and it changed sound. So I'm just saying, if you want to tour around the world and you want to be big and you want to be awesome, you should make new sounds that people have never heard before, rather than use sounds that we've heard thousands of times. It'll help a lot. You definitely know song arrangement. You know sound design, probably. Use your sound design skills, take them to the next level, make these sounds even crazier, change the way the soundscape is. so that we can kind of separate your song from other songs. We don't want them all to blend and sound the same. We want you to stand out from the others. So I want you and also your friend Interface to work on that. Work on making new sounds that people have never heard before. Otherwise, the mix down with the basses, they could be louder enough. They could be louder. They're not loud enough. And the actual drop basses, like the call and response, is decent. So it's good. I would say solid 6 out of 10. Good job, but you can definitely do better. You've submitted stuff that's very high energy, and I know you got it in you. Next, we have Fight Back, False Utopia EP Track 3. And this is going to be from... This is from Domatix? Hold on, where? First off, we are missing Tang Serpent, which doesn't make sense. Gotta make sure I get this in here. Mosh Pit, Interface, Go Insane. Where is this song from? Fight Back? Am I tripping? Fight Back? Where is this from? Is this Domatix's song? Yep. All right, cool. Domatix, Fight Back. Let's get it. Hey, that's Domitic's Fight Back. Fucking fire. Holy shit. It's nice to hear a banger. It's very nice. And on top of that, this banger was mixed very clean. Super loud. Sub was fat. Clap was mono and wide. Basses were wide. Basses were mono. Very, very nice. The flow and the guns were great. It's really hard to give negative feedback on this because the energy is very high. That sub's very distorted, very nice. Love those neural fills. And love the sussies. This is really good, man. Good job. Tear out, God. Hit me up in the Discord. You're dope. Let's do a collab. This is sick. Another Tear Out God submitting a track. Domitic's good shit. Next, we have Go Insane. And this is going to be from Alive. Let's get it.
My thing till I die, yo, or I go insane. I'ma just grind, yo. I'ma just do my thing till I die, yo, or I go insane. I'ma just grind, yo. I'ma just do my thing till I die, yo, or I go insane. I'ma just grind, yo. I'ma just do my thing till I die, yo. I'ma just go insane. Insane.
Go Insane by, let me double check what your name is. Allah. Good job. This is some trap shit. This is some hybrid trap. This is some almost say my name trap. Listen to this. That main lead's sick. It sounds kind of too muddy. That main lead, that dope. Maybe a little bit too muddy. I checked the 100 to 300 hertz range just to clean up some mud if needed.
Do my thing.
I like the vocals.
I'ma just grind, yo. I'ma just grind, die, yo.
The timing's good with the vocals. I'm really happy that you got your timing on point.
Just go insane.
This is pretty hard. I like this. Mixed well. It's really subjective at this point because remember, this is trap. This ain't tear out. This is fine. I like this. It's really important that he has these melodics and vocals to keep the energy going and keep us dancing till the drop, and he delivers at the drop. These are the things we're looking for. Keeping energy, keeping dynamics. I like it. only negative feedback is really that lead, mixing it better. Otherwise, test this in the club. Next, we have the oh dear friend Ruby. And her submission, which is Ruby's Awful Rhythm remix, she decided to mix and master last second. I hope she delivers. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Ooh. No!
It's alive! Rotten roast! Hardness!
God damn it, Ruby. Fuck yeah. That was fucking sick. Ruby, of course, not letting us down, but actually pumping us up. Super high energy. Very good. Mixed very well. Only negative feedback I really have is that the main lead is very high frequency heavy. And I think going back and forth between the high frequency bass and maybe like a mid-range bass to kind of go back and forth and switching with the dynamics between frequencies, I think that'd be the only other thing that can level this up. It's very high level to begin with. The creative intros and build-ups, and it's very inspiring, honestly. I like it, and I personally want to do stuff like that. Drops heavy, the flow, very good. Your fills are perfect. Use of dynamics, beautiful. It's hard to give any other negative feedback because there's not much. Ruby, you're a fucking G and you're destroying it. Keep making bangers. She's always chilling in the Discord, teaching everyone. So big shout out to Ruby Hates Gloom. Next, we have the Dizzy ID. We got the clip. We got the Dizzy clip. Check out that twerking. Check out those hot cross buns. Let's get it done. No. Nope. Sorry. This is not okay. This is just noise. Not really music. Listen. The sub is like non-existent. It's basically, look, it's bricked almost. You gotta be careful. You can't just like distort any random thing and call it a day. You have to use dynamics, mix them in, and you can't go too heavy with the distortion because it'll just mess up everything. And this is just super low volume. You need to add a lot more in this, like risers, more energy, just to match a high energy build. This section right here, this fake out is super ear piercing. I had to turn it down actually. So you want to make sure you EQ out any harsh frequencies around 1000 hertz. And just make sure that you're balancing out the frequency ranges and not having too much highs. Otherwise, if you fix those, you got a decent song. You're using some fills here and different dynamic techniques, which is good. But it's really hard to, you know, move and dance to this because it's just too distorted. It almost takes away from the song. So fix those, Dizzy. You got it. And hit us up in the Discord if you need help with any of those things that I mentioned. Next, we have acid reflux. I just took a tum. That is funny. Let's go. Whoa. Let's see who this is real quick. This is Jackson Snippets Acid Reflux ID. Now, I must say, this is different. This is almost giving me some weird psychedelic, like Tipper vibes. which is cool. This is electronic music. We can do things like this. The distortion is almost too much, but it's fine. Main thing is like this clap snare is too loud. It's louder than everything else. You want to fix that. But it's cool. You keep changing up the flow. And yeah, it's unique. Definitely I would try to tame your distortion and work on using more dynamics and work with adding more silence during these sections to add more impact as soon as the kick or the clap comes back. But otherwise, this is cool. Very nice. Next up, we have Eyes of Pain by Astrology. Let's get it. Hey, Eyes of Pain, Astrology. That was pretty cool. Now, there are some issues here with the mix. If we look here. So like in some sections, we're completely mono with the bass right here. These are things that really need to be fixed. We need to make sure that when we're dancing in the club, we don't have just signal only going to the middle. We need signal to go everywhere. So use parallel processing, make sure your mono signal's there. Make sure you add a wide signal as well on top of that and start mixing those layers together so you can achieve the full sound that you need. The second drop is cool, a lot higher energy. This is really just simple hybrid trap that honestly we've been hearing for like 8 years. So I would try to mix this up, add some different feels, make it more hybrid trap, add some more dubstep to it. It's very simple and boring. I really love the vocal, cool energy. Reminds me of old school ravey times. Now during these sections, what you want to do is like wash out the frequencies. You could use the easy washout, just wash out, and then as soon as this drop comes, it will have a lot more impact because we kind of took out all the lows and made a swell essentially. And then boom, hit that drop, nice and fat. Otherwise, pretty decent. It could be louder. We're at negative 6.9 LUFS, which honestly is nice, but we should be at like negative 5 LUFS at least with this type of song. Get that loud. And yeah, that's really basically it. Otherwise, nice, unique, creative. I really love the vocals and the atmosphere and soundscape that you create. So good job. Next, we have the end. And the end is from Smiley Dubs. Oh, actually, Smiley is going to be after Anthrix. Next, we have Anthrix. This is the ID. Let's get it.
Fucking bang you!
Hey. Cool. ID.
You can either tell me the fucking truth, or I'm gonna fucking bang you.
Oh.
Did you fuck her? Yes. Fucking them women, you fuck.
Oh. Oh. Is that murder at the end of your song? Oh. That's Anthrax with the ID. Nice submission. Very good. You know, the drop came through, I must say. And your second phrase is definitely dope. I would have to say the only thing that I was thinking we need more of is like more melody, more harmony during these sections in the intro and the breakdown over here. It just sounds like there's way too much space and it sounds empty and like not finished. There's an ARP going, but add other counter melodies in the back, fill out the soundscape with harmony and melody. You have a perfect bass, B-A-S-E right here to build upon. So you should definitely do that. That'll be dope. I like the cool vocals. The stabbing at the end, I don't know, kind of crazy. The mix down is pretty high frequencies. I would try to balance out your frequencies with the mids and the highs. Make sure there's not too much highs and make sure you balance everything out with your EQs. It looks like it was pretty loud too. -4, so that's good. So keep it loud. That's what we like to see. Good job. Next, we have Smiley Dubs. I think that's your name. Oh yeah, just Smileys. This is called The End. Master 1.1. Let's run it.
These ancients are just to be beaten. I will command a great and terrible army. We will sail to unknown worlds. We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are small, but I am the abstract. I am the end.
Hey. And that was Smileys. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting all that, but I am very happy to hear all that. Very heavy. Honestly, the flow and call and response of your basses is gangster. You have nice flow, very good rhythm, and I just love to hear that. I really do. The song is good, very good. The only major problem is the mix down. And when I say mix down, I mean the volume of your basses. So your main bass lead, for example, is very low in volume and it's not heavy enough. If that main machine gun was like front and center and the main star of the show, this song would destroy. And of course, if the sub matched that perfectly, it'd be a fucking banger. The only other mishap is that screech is way too loud. Let's listen. That thing. It's not that screech. That screech. That screech is fucking ear-piercing. Way too loud. You have to fix that. Make sure all your basses are balanced throughout your drop so that you can sound professional. This song is almost there, like almost finished. Just make sure you get that gun louder. And when I say louder, don't just like add an OTT or compressors. You're going to need to layer it with different sounds, fill out the frequency ranges, then bring them up so that it can be front and center. All your other sounds are really loud, so you're going to have to do something like that to get what you need. But very good, Smileys. I like to hear that. High energy, fucking heavy, and most importantly, good, dope gangster flow. Awesome. Last but not least, we have Odd Cobra with I Pulled a Ruby and used the same sample vocals but did it worse. Let's see if you actually did it worse. Nice. Hey. Hey, hey, hey.
This is not alright. It's not.
Oh. Woo. Woo.
Hunger feels.
Yes.
What do our stories have in common, dear?
Pray, Bella Reptile.
Others come back.
Those who came wish they hadn't.
I'ma give you what you want.
Odd Cobra with I Pulled a Ruby and used the same sample vocals, but did it worse. Killing it. That sounded really nice. Very heavy. Sick flow. Dope vocals. Honestly, at the beginning, you like pan vocals left to right, and they kind of sound like too loud in volume. I would turn those down or mix them in with an EQ just so that they sit behind the main bass. This honestly sounds like a song that I've heard of, like almost like very, very similar. I can't tell which song it is, but definitely sounds like a song I've heard before. So I don't know. If you're using like a reference track or something and you're just throwing it in, make sure that you don't completely use the same exact flow, but learn from the flow, change it up, mix it up, make it yours. And yeah, keep killing it. This is sounding good. Mix sounds dope. It's very loud, very wide. These are the things that we're shooting for. Odd Cobra making a banger. Second drop is even better, I think. This is impressive. Very good job. Over here, the build-up, super sick. I love the energy that you're bringing when building it up. I need to start having cool builds like this, but this is awesome. Odd Cobra, good job. All you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining live feedback stream number 8. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up in the Discord if you need help. Hang out with the community. We're all here to help you. And let's keep making bangers. You guys are so sick. Have a good night. Peace out.